this would not be happening without this group of individuals. When I started my business, it was for my family, but now my why is each of their whys. It's why they need to do this business, what their desires are in their life is now my why. And that's what keeps me going every single day. So I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I do have little presents for you too. The next person I need to thank is up there. Are you on babysitting duties or can you come down? You're good? You can come down? No. Alright. Let's have to sing my praises from here then for you. So, I loved Arbonne products and was buying the products without my husband knowing, because that happens a bit. And I loved them and had gone and met Jodie, and Marco had no idea any of this was going on because, you know, I wanted to get information about joining this business and because I really wanted to use the products, and I knew that I had friends that would really enjoy the products as well. So I remember one night going, okay, I've got to get Marco in a good mood, I need to tell him to do this Arbonne thing. And to my surprise, when I told him, he turned around and said to me, okay. He said, just so you know, this industry that you're getting into is not easy, but it's definitely worth it if you want to give it a go. So right from the word go, Marco has never said no and he's never tried to clip my wings. Being a small business owner, he understood that I needed to invest in myself and in my business to be able to move forward. So when I went to area manager and was invited to the white party in Vegas, and I was all of about 6 months into my business, I was thinking, oh my God, like, as if, and he was like, great, let's book your flights today then. You should definitely go to that. I think you should be there for that. Sometimes he hasn't understood the process of what we do until he joined my business. Now he does. But he's never clipped my wings and he's always considered this a family business. So I just really thank you. And I'm kind of glad that you're not down here because I'd probably be crying a lot more. In my business, I have 2 amazing area managers. My first one's already crying. And I need to tell you that my card's blank because I just want to talk straight from my heart here. I met Anna twice ever through family gatherings. But Anna and I were like little magnets together. We were just like, ooh, matching energy. And when I first started my business, I was like, geez, Anna would be so good at this. And I approached Anna when Anna was about this much pregnant, and she's like, Kim, seriously, like, I've only just stopped throwing up after 8 months, so I can't do this right now. But this woman shows persistence, and I would not be standing here right now without you, Anna, so I would love for you to come up. And I think I need to mic you as well, don't I? Yeah.
It's a part of the thing, right?
First of all, is everyone excited to be here? We've just come from conference and this is the Arley region. Are we excited to be here? Well, this amazing woman, I'm so privileged to have her as my sponsor. Let me get a breath. Because she sees greatness in everyone. Even when we don't see it in ourselves. Even when she has to say, Anna, look in the mirror. You are so attractive and you are so hot. When will you not see that? This beautiful lady has connected me so much to my wife, which is probably why it's really hard right now because I just said it. Because he's right there.
Husband, by the way.
But the thing is Kim met Rodney as well when she met me. And she looked at the both of us. And I think from there, that's when she turned around and went, you two have something going. And this business is going to change your lives forever. This business for me, it's writing a whole new path and a whole new plan for my entire family, for my entire generation. And I'm so blessed to have the leaders in my business who have walked before me, who guide me, who never let my hand go, but they also let me rise as a leader. And for me, being able to have Kim by my side, reminding me just how worthy of this success, how worthy of being an excellent mother, an excellent wife, and an excellent person, but just how to be me. And I could not thank, I've got no words for Kim, because she's given me everything. And that's a family that I didn't have. That's a person who believed in me from the beginning, and a person that said, you know what? Get up there and do what you're meant to do. So, the reason why I have my shoes off is because I started like this. Well, without the dress. The tights go with the mum. Yeah, no thumbs, we just wear no shoes. Makeup had to come along. But this woman taught me how to step into greatness.
See, she doesn't leave my hand. Hold on. She's got your back. You can do it.
Everyone, all the Arbonne consultants know that this is what we call the spirit of Arbonne. And for everyone that doesn't know yet, I pray that when you walked into here, that you felt that immediate connection, that immediate acceptance, because that's just the touch of the iceberg of what we feel every day.
Something because your next step is being driving Mercedes. I'm supposed to be mic'd up to all of these things at the moment. It's really awkward. Hang on 2 seconds. There we go. So my next area manager, and actually my first consultant, whose card's also blank, also happens to be my best friend since the age of 18. So at 18 years old, I moved down to the Gold Coast, and Kristen was a friend of the girl that I was renting a room off. And Chris and I went out to dinner one night, and we literally have not left each other's side since. It doesn't matter that she lives in Sydney and I live in Brisbane, we're pretty much inseparable. So when I asked her to have a look at the business, in true Kristen fashion, she talked herself out of it about 7 times, but all along she was like, I was going to do it anyway, I just needed to go through my process. And she joined my business and she trusted me enough, pretty much without even trying the product. She tried some foundations and primer and we're like, I'm in. Kristen's also a professional makeup artist. And said yes. Watching the change in all of my team is massive. Watching the change in your best friend is something else. So I would love for you to come up, Chris, and not cry. So Chris, no cries, no cries.
I could have gone first. Take the edge off, I think it made me worse. The other way then. Tough enough. Alright. I've got about 3 words left. And I've been sitting there and I even cried when Lynn was talking about our business model. I've been going, no tissue. I don't even know what to say. That's why I went with the 3 words that I have. I'm going to try and make a speech out of it. The first word is cry. I don't know what I meant to say. Okay. So when Kim messaged me and asked me to try a sample of Arbonne's foundation, I was a bit of a snob. I had all the best brands in my kit and there was no way I was going to part with those brands for anything that was sold like this was sold, because I wasn't going to sell lipstick for a living. I was just going to put it on people. And I tried it and I fell in love with it, and the next week my whole kit was Arbonne and I threw everything else out. So my passion for the product is amazing, but my passion for the business and what it's done for my life comes first. Kim has flown down, and Jodie and Lynn, they've flown down to Sydney. I don't even know how many times. I was up there doing the rest of my speech and I was trying to count how many times they've flown down, and I just can't. I can't. They're right with me whenever I need them. I flew to New Zealand. Oh my God! So I said to my husband, I'm going to go build a business in New Zealand. He's like, you go girl. So I leave for the airport, he drives me to the airport, and I've got 5 contacts. I get to the airport and I have 2 contacts because 3 cancelled. I get off the plane, I get 1 contact. So I've flown over there for 1. And I said to myself, you know what? It's for my family, for Michael, that I wanted to make this work. I left my kids for a week and I was over there and I was going to make it work. And I reconnected with a girlfriend that has changed my life, and like Jodie said before, you know, there's little bits of a puzzle and that were just the last bit of our puzzle, and you've got no idea how much you mean to us. But anyway, I fly home and I got a team. And on the next flight is Jodie and Kim and Lynn, and they spend weeks and weeks and weeks, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, another 2 weeks training them for me so I could be home with my children. So I just want to thank you guys. It means the world to me that you left your kids and your families, so you could train my team, so I could be with my family. It's a bit surreal, right? So it means a lot. I can't even read that. What is that? But I know I'm missing like 500 things, but I want to thank you for sending that sample and asking me, because I know you were really scared and you were like, I don't know what this is, but it looks really cool and my upline's hot. Can you come down here, honey? If we're not down here, it would really fall apart. But I just want you to... he flew in as a surprise to her, and so she lost it today. But anyway, so without this business, I haven't missed a swimming carnival, athletics carnival, cross country. I do classroom helping as a parent. I do taekwondo with the kids, swimming, netball, dancing, you name it. I'm there for everything for my children. I don't have to leave them. I don't have to put them in before and after school care. I'm with them all the time. And it's because of this business that I get to see my children. I don't know. So you've done so much more for me than you know, for us. And so thank you. I can't read the rest. So to finish off, I love you, thank you. Isn't he hot? Alright, to finish off, really, there's two of us area managers, but I can't even count how many in our team. I think I've got like 50 in my team. There's so many of us, and I really wanted everyone to have a little bit of a moment in this speech, because obviously we'll be here all night if we got everyone up here. So we put a little something together, and I hope you enjoy it. Where's Frank? We need you, Frank.
Sexy mama. Apathetic and an encourager. 2 words to describe Kim. My ninja princess. Accepting and very generous. The bomb. Jazz hands. Wait, I couldn't see your head. Alright, ready? Alright. It's fun. You ready? Go. Jazz hands. Hard work. Alright, I totally think you are Donna from Suits because you're so freaking organised. It's uncanny. I don't know how anyone else manages to be as organised as you do. You're Donna. You keep it all together. Movie character. Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Brings all the slaves from his master. He's a damn good no doubt for cooking. Movie character would be Maggie Fitzgerald out of $1 Million Baby. Lara Croft. Oh, Cinderella. She's Cinderella before. Marilyn Monroe in any of her films. So, if Kim was a movie character, well, I'm a mum and I do R1. I don't have tons of movies. So, Yellow Wiggle. Very self-sustaining when it comes to looking after people as well. So I would say just to have to grow up with
Bring it on, hands.
I totally think of the road runner because he went out the gate. Sarah. Prince stands for power. Tim as a cartoon character would be Black Widow. What cartoon character about who you describing him? I probably only know Bugs Bunny and it's like Pretty Bird, so maybe cute little Pretty Bird and Bugs Bunny that's energetic and brings the party alive. Alright, so I'm struggling to think of this one. I'm pretty help me out with this one. So we reckon it's Magic Happy. It's called My Life. That's all it needs to be. It's called My Life. Okay, so if I had to pick the title, if it was creating a movie about kids, for some reason I keep thinking Paddle is a Guy in 10 Days. Karate Tim. Queen of karate. Movie title. A Star is Born, baby. Movie title. A Star is Born.
Okay, I'm back to tears again now. That was a nice break in crying just then. Okay, so I just one last person that I'd love to talk about, and then we can all go drink again. Jodie Healy. I had never met Jodie Healy in my life until 3 years ago. 3 years ago in 1 week, if I'm exact. And I was working at the organic store that I could only do a certain amount of hours at per week. And Jodie walked in, so chirpy. Hey girls, thought that someone here might like to try some vegan skincare. Anyone? And I was like, yeah, I'd love some skincare. And I fell in love with the products. And it's just amazing that your life can change so much from one simple act. From the day one that I started this business, Jodie's always led by example, and she's taught me what it really takes to be an Arbonne consultant. She's the most stoic person I've ever met in my life. So much so that my poor team could have a broken arm, and I'm like, She's sampling the nurses. She's generous, and she's also incredibly heartfelt. She's not just stunningly beautiful, there's so much substance to that woman. We always say in Argonne, have somebody that you look up to. So it's usually one of the really big national vice presidents or regional vice presidents that people look up to. And there's a lot of them that I really like. But at a recent area manager roadshow that Argonne put on that Jodie was asked to speak at, I actually had a bit of a come to Jesus moment. Where I was sitting there looking at her and I'm like, that's why the other ones don't work. You're it. You're the person that I look up to the most. And they say in Argonne that the best copycat wins. So her poor partner Frank is really waiting for it to go a little bit single white female because I've kind of morphed a little bit. But Jodie Healy, from the bottom of my heart, you have changed our life. You changed us, changed the whole trajectory that our life was headed in. And for me to be standing here today, you know, I've been to Vegas 3 times in the last 3 years. The amount of travel that I've done, the fact that I've just been able to touch all of these people's lives, but the fact that I've also been able to affect our family life the way that I have as well, it all comes back down to you and for you always being there for me. So I just want to thank you for being my unbiological sister, because that's kind of what this is like. And I'd love for you to come up and say a few things, please.
It's true. I thank my lucky stars every day that I walked into that shop because, you know, I just think, what if I didn't have my lunch there? Or what if I didn't have the courage to give her that sample and just talk to her? Because not only have I found an incredible leg to my business, but I've met one of my closest friends. You know, you've got your oldest friend here, but I'm one of the newbies, and I can't imagine my life without you in it, Kim. You are just so much to me and your family, and my best memory of Kim is when she phoned me one day hysterically crying. I was like, what's wrong? What's happened? Just slow down, Kim. Well, it can't be that bad. She said, I just opened my check. She'd be happy about that. And then I can hear her going, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, who are you talking to, Kim? She said, I'm pulled over on the side of the road. People are knocking on my window going, are you okay, Mum? And that was the start of changing her and Marco's life. The second most special moment for me was when Marco called me to thank me for meeting Kim because they just got approval for their home mortgage and they hadn't been able to get a mortgage before Arbonne came their way. And just seeing the incredible life that little Lockie has now. I've known Lockie now for 3 years and his quality of life is second to none. I've been around children like this before being a teacher, and to see them having to conform to the general classroom is not fun. It's not good for them, it's not good for their parents. He has the best quality of life and he is learning and he's saying full sentences. When I met him he wasn't. So all of that is because she's been able to bring him home. That's what makes me so proud to change your life. But the proudest moment is the one I have been waiting for so long, is to actually put the keys in your hand. And the keys are right here. So I think we need Mr. Do you need your music?
Yeah.
We need your presentation first, Kim. Kim's got something to share, and then we are going to officially take the top off that baby and see what's under there, because she's kept it a bit of a surprise what she's chosen. I wonder what colour it's going to be.
I'll give that away.
Come on, girls. we might count to three. Mr. Music. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Music. Listen to the words of the song she's chosen.
Let's go back to simplicity. I feel like I've been missing it. It's not who I'm supposed to be. I felt this darkness over me. We all went there eventually. I never knew where I belonged, but I was right. Ain't no go wrong. Been telling myself all along. Don't be so hard on yourself, no. Let it forgive, let it go. Everyone trips, everyone falls. Don't be so hard on yourself, no. Standing on top of the world, right where I wanna be. So how can this dark cloud be raining over me? The heartbreak and hell's a place that everyone knows. So don't be so hard on yourself, no. Let's go into simplicity. I feel like I've been missing it. It's not who I'm supposed to be. I felt this darkness on me. We all get there eventually. I never knew where I belonged, but I was right. Ain't no go wrong. Been telling myself all along. Don't be so hard on yourself, no. Let it forgive, let it go. Everyone trips, everyone falls. Don't be so hard on yourself, no. 'Cause I'm just tired of marching on my own. I'm afraid I'll be in my bones. Pulling my heart turning to stone. So don't be so hard on yourself, no. I'd like to wake up right. I'd like to see the light through someone else's eyes. It's not an easy road, but no, I'm not.
Transformation that we've just witnessed, and to think when I met Kim and we had our coffee chat, she said to me, I don't think I can do the business, Jodie, because I don't know many people. You know, when you've got a special needs child, you don't have the school mums and the soccer mums and all of that sort of thing. And she started a huge network just from a few friends, and friends of friends and friends of friends, and here we all are today. So I have seen her grow and develop into this incredible speaker. Can we just commend her for her speaking? And the confidence is unbelievable. Someone said to me yesterday, Kim was never shy, was she? And I said, oh yeah, she was very shy. And one of her biggest fears was public speaking. And now we all love to see her speak at ABEs. She is one of the best. So, Kim. This is the keys to your very own piece of hard work. This is your why. This is your dream. This is your goal. That you worked so hard. Nobody did this for you, Kim. You
did it 100% on your own with your team. I love you.
Someone talk